It's that time of the day again. Champions League nights have returned. It's the time for the trophy with the big ear and the European elites who assemble again. And this time, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday nights are going to be super. My name is Elikem, and this is the VAR Room on Westman Studios. I've got my guys in the studio who look at the Champions League this season, try to analyze a few games here and there, look at potential winners and all that. Then we look at the match day one fixtures. I tell you what, there are some big games in there. Kwabna, Nana Kwame, welcome.
Thank you.
Is your club playing in the Champions League?
My club is playing.
Thank you.
Is your club playing in the Champions League?
What are you talking about?
Is your club playing in the Champions League?
We don't care, bro. Continue.
It's not with free Carabao, no?
Wait. Oh, first time since Ukraine was at peace. I think now over Champions League. Go braggy. Oh, my brother. Why?
Thank you. Next time qualify.
Anyway, guys, this new format of the Champions League last season was brilliant.
Yes, superb.
The league phase, teams that qualified outright, the playoffs, and those that were relegated and all that. Good thing is the season is back, and we have some crunch games to look forward to. As far as the opening games are concerned, there's the Newcastle, Barcelona. There is a repeat of the 2012 final, Bayern Munich, Chelsea. Even on the opening day itself, we've got a repeat of 3 previous finals. We have Ajax, Inter Milan, there is Juve, Dortmund, and then the Bayern Munich, Chelsea. So a lot to look out forward to. I'll come to you guys. And of course, let's not forget, there's a Ghanaian interest there as far as the Tottenham Villarreal game is concerned.
Yeah.
So I'll throw it to you guys, one after the other. We'll touch base on some of the big games, then we'll wrap it up. So I'll start with you, Nana Kwame. Which games are you looking forward to?
You've mentioned it all. But you forgot one game I was looking out for. Man City, Napoli. PSG, Atalanta. Because I want to see how PSG are going to shape up. Because without Dembele. Damrifedi and Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those three.
Yeah, definitely.
I would want to see how Luis Enrique will set up against a free-flowing Atalanta. And there's also Ghanaian interest. Kamaldeen Sulemana.
Absolutely.
The man that Ghanaians are still angry with after what happened against Mali, but basically.
So look at the Tottenham Villarreal game for me.
Okay, so
Because of the Ghanaian interest.
Kudus versus Partey. Personally, I want to see how Partey is received in England because of the court case, because of his alleged crime. Keyword, alleged. In case somebody wants to get at me, alleged crime, because basically he's innocent until proven guilty. So I want to see how the Tottenham fans receives him, whether he gets booed, whether he gets jeered, and all the comments on social media, basically. But as far as strictly on-pitch matters is concerned, it will be a very open game, very interesting game. Unless maybe Thomas Frank wants to play haram ball like he did against PSG in the Super Cup, which I do not think so, because I don't think, yes, Villarreal are a very, free-flowing, open, expansive team, but not PSG that you have to shut up shop and then be compact and all of that. So I would like to see open flair game in that game at the White Hart Lane.
There's that 2012 final. Big game. Bayern Munich will welcome Chelsea at the Allianz Arena. What are you looking forward to?
Nicola Jackson's Day. That game. It's one of the biggest games in Matchday 1, and I'm sure Chelsea, especially they playing draw in their Premier League game against Brentford. They'll be looking at this game and they'll be like, this is a game that we have to win, because after this game, he'll be playing Manchester United in the Premier League. So it's a big one, especially they playing at the Allianz Arena. It's a big one. With Bayern Munich, they won their Bundesliga game by 5-0. And this game is something that they want to really win to just make their fans very happy. Jackson will be so itchy and he will be on the bench, and I know he's not going to start, but he will want to come in to prove to Chelsea that I'm a good player. Maresca, I'm a good player. But it's a big one. Chelsea just needs to learn how to control their midfield very well. They should be very careful about how they'll start this game. Try not to be so, they shouldn't concentrate on trying to possess the ball so well. They should try their best to get the goals early in the game. The likes of Cucurella, I know Cucurella is going to start this game, and Cucurella is the best left back in the world now. There's no one better than him now.
There's no one better than
There's no one better than Marc Cucurella now. Marc Cucurella is the best left back in the world.
Nuno Mendes is better.
Never. So So Marco Cucurella has a kind of, you see, with Maresca has a position for Marco Cucurella mostly that he mostly invents and comes forward to move, to try to get the goals, try to get the assists. So I'm sure that's the same system they are going to play. We are going to see if Cole Palmer will be very fit, 100% fit to play this game, because we really need him in this game. Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho. Okay? I'm telling you the truth. Garnacho will score against Bayern Munich.
Really?
Garnacho will score against Bayern Munich. And he will score, and I'll come and sit here. I'll come and sit here and tell that guy who was sending me that Brentford, no. Obesu. But the truth is that it's a difficult fixture for Chelsea, like a difficult one.
But historically, Bayern always, most of the time, they get the better of Chelsea.
Yes, it's a big one. But I don't know, this Maresca has put some small vim being Chelsea fans that when they're even meeting big clubs, previously they'll be scared. But now it's like they're so calm and so relaxed about this game. They just want you to just bring it on and see how best they can play. If the likes of Neto is able to pull up very well in this game, I'm sure Chelsea is going to get some favorable results. I'm sure if Chelsea is even going to get 1 point in this game, they'll be very happy because they will be playing away. But if they get a 3 points, fine, they'll take it. They don't like to take a 0 point out of that place. So the likes of João Pedro needs to step up in this game a lot, because I'm not sure the defense of Bayern Munich are going to really give them a chance. And the midfield of Enzo Fernandez Caicedo is going to meet the likes of what's the name? Kimmich and other things. So we're going to see how that midfield is going to be. The midfield battle in that game is going to be. But it's going to be a very interesting game on Wednesday that we all want to watch.
To add to it, I want to see who Bayern starts on the fullback areas.
Okay.
Rafael Guerrero, especially the right wing, because where they start Joshua Kimmich will be very important.
Yeah, that's very true.
If he plays in the middle, fine. But if he plays as a right back, that would be like swapping Etikelenkele, pumping.
If they play Kimmich as right back, they
should play Konrad Laimer there as right back. Now I bought Kimmich. Etikelenkele. Yo. As for the fronts, there Kane,
Diaz,
Luis Diaz, Olise.
Like hot. So that's why Chelsea needs to really be very careful in their defense line. Absolutely, the likes of Rich James and Cucurella, and the center pair is one key thing we want to see, whether we are going to see Chalobah and Tosin Adarabioyo in this game, because they have to be very careful in that game, because that striking force of Bayern Munich, one of the best.
Harry Kane.
Nana Kwame, 1997, in that final between Juventus and Dortmund, I remember very well when Lars Ricken came on and then had to score the winning goal for Borussia Dortmund. This is a repeat of the 1997 final.
And fun fact, that was when Juve's curse began.
I agree.
So many Champions League finals and
they are yet to win it.
Talk
to me about that game.
That game. Wait, who's playing? Juve home, right?
Yeah, Juve is playing now. They are in a fantastic form.
Fantastic form in the Gatti in the middle. Gleisen Bremer just came back. They sold Savona, but who cares? They have Cambiaso at the young attacking, exciting, interesting players. Kina knew this, but Dortmund too. Also, I feel Dortmund against Union Berlin. Union Berlin. What's the name? Heidenheim. Yeah, it was Guirassy who rescued them. So far this season, I feel like it's Guirassy that's been rescuing them with his goals and all of that. Aside that, we've not too much Julian Brandt, Maxi Bayer and not really. It's been, if Guirassy doesn't step up, we are doomed.
Yeah.
And due to that, I think Juve, because Juve, they have the goals, their sources of output, sources of productivity is more than
the goals
Dortmund.
Are spread all over the pitch.
Spread all over. Dortmund is Guirassy, Guirassy and Inshallah. Basically.
Kobna, there's a big one in England. Barcelona will travel to St. James Park in that game against Newcastle United. A lot of people will be looking forward to this game. Unfortunately for Barcelona, it's very likely Lamine Yamal will miss the trip. Looking at how physical this Newcastle side can be, you reckon that the kind of approach Newcastle will approach this game with, potentially, Barca up for it.
It's a big one at the St. James's Park, and the Newcastle fans will be so hyped for this game, especially the last Champions League game they played was against PSG.
Yes.
That was the last time that they played, and they lost by 1-0 in that game. So this is a game that I'm sure they want to put in one of their best games.
Actually, it was AC Milan. I remember now.
It was AC Milan. Okay.
They lost and they were eliminated. I remember.
Yeah, okay. So it's a big one that I'm sure they want to do their best in this game. They have to put in their best. But you're playing against this Barcelona team that is very stubborn. Last season, they were in the semi-finals of the Champions League. They lost against Inter. And this season, I'm sure the players have spoken to themselves and they want to do better than what they did last season. At least going to the finals and winning it. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on both sides. Barcelona are going to miss Lamine Yamal. But Barcelona needs to know that the team that they played against Valencia is not the same as Newcastle. The kind of system Newcastle is come to play, they are going to really battle in midfield. Tonali, Gumares, going to be so we are going to see a battle of the midfield. That game is going to be very interesting. The only problem I'll have with Newcastle is their attacking front. Anthony Gordon will be back in this game. He had a red card in the Premier League, so that is why he missed against their last
Wolves.
game, Wolves. So Anthony Gordon is going to play. They are going to see Harvey Barnes. Then what's the new player's name?
Voldemort. Voldemort.
Okay.
Voldemort.
Okay. So
You don't want trouble.
I don't want trouble. So
what you can Voldemort?
and Nick. Okay.
Yeah.
So Nick in this game, I don't see Nick to be a very sharp striker for Newcastle now. But I should just pardon him because that was his first game he played against Wolves. But against Barcelona, there will be a lot of pressure on him. He has to put in his best. The small chance against Barcelona, you're not going to get a lot of chances. So when you get that small chance, you have to just put it in the net. But it's going to be a big one at the St. James's Park, which I feel like we'll see a surprise in that game. I see Newcastle win.
Hey,
that is it.
see, the thing is,
Do you think
Newcastle's strengths, they are going to use physicality.
Yes.
And then the long balls. Physicality, the midfield.
Tonali.
Guimaraes, Joel Linton, and then Chacha Hene. You know who? Tonali. Chacha Hene. In the midfield. Oh! Uncle Ghana, Uncle pressing
and one thing they should really check is the long crosses should be they should be very careful.
The long balls,
they should be very careful. No, I'm even talking about Barcelona because
that's something.
They have the likes of Dan Ben.
Yeah.
Like they are very good in the air. Other players that are going to really worry in defense. So Barcelona, if they want to beat Newcastle, they just need to run. With Dan Ben is not a good runner, so they can just run with the ball and just get a good goal in that game.
And they shouldn't play Dan Ben on the right, on at fullback.
But he usually plays.
Rafinha be using
Otherwise, Rafinha Chinua. Oh my God!
Even Marcus Rashford China or Benuano.
Oh, Rashford, their familiar. So
Rashford China
or Chinua. Oh.
So let's wrap up briefly with the game in Bilbao. Okay, Arsenal will be traveling to Spain to take on Athletic Club Bilbao. What do you make of that game?
Hey, at the Taliban and his boys going to Bilbao. It usually I would have said it's a hard place to go to, but of late, Athletic Bilbao of late they've been fooling a lot. 2025, their home games they win 1-2, then the third one funny result. We saw this in the Europa League. Rangers, they came there I think they got a draw or something like that. They lost to United. And even last weekend, they lost to Alaves. Arsenal, you see, I can say it. The best defense in the entire Europe, Arsenal. I'll raise my hand, I'll say it. And they say, well, defense wins you trophies. Even though so far it hasn't happened for Arsenal yet. They have Timber, one of the best 1v1 defenders. So the two Williams brothers cancelled out. Calafiori can pop up and get a goal. Zubimendi knows these
players well.
I mean, even though they will come and boo him because of a Sociedad links, Zubimendi and Merino, and I'm not surprised if Victor Gyökeres opens his account. It's not a Premier League, it's a Champions League at least. Let him score one and let's.
Anyways, guys, if you look at the tournament last season, the top 8 teams qualified outright into the knockout phase. If you look at the points gap, I think the team that finished 8th had 16 points. So what that means is that potentially you should be able to win give or take 6 games out of the 8 to be able to look at qualification outright into the knockout phase. Let me throw it to you guys, and I'll push you guys to the wall. Your 8 teams you feel after the first round can't make it to the round of 16 stage. Let me start
8
with you.
teams to qualify.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Outright.
Liverpool, Barça, PSG, of course, Bayern, City. Wait, I've mentioned 5, right?
Yeah.
Juventus. I think Chelsea might. They would probably. I don't want trouble.
One more.
One more. Real Madrid, of course.
Okay. Kwabna.
This is very difficult. You can't talk about Europe and forget about Real Madrid.
So touch on their game briefly for me.
Yeah, Real Madrid, Marcel,
Yeah.
very big one, a big one for Real Madrid. And also Marcel, this season they've just won 2 games out of their 4 games in the League One.
Yeah.
And their previous game they won by 4-0. I want to see how Mason Greenwood is going to play in this game at the Santiago Bernabeu. And for the Real Madrid fans, the likes, I know this season they want to do so well in the Champions League. There's a lot of pressure on them that they have to win the
Real
Champions League.
Madrid
this
will
season.
always be Real
Yeah,
Real
so
Madrid,
there's a lot of
pressure.
pressure on them that they have to do so well. So Alonso will really need to take his time. He doesn't need to take this game easy. Try and get his goals, and that will be it for them. So my top 8. So Real Madrid, Chelsea, Barcelona, Bayern Munich,
4,
Arsenal,
5,
There's Liverpool in there.
Liverpool,
6,
Juventus,
7.
then Manchester City.
8.
Anyways.
Hey, wait. Did I mention Arsenal my 8? And
No, you mentioned.
Okay.
You mentioned us now.
I think England all 4.
Okay. So for me, I think Barca will be there. I think Real Madrid will also be there. Manchester City, I'm not too sure, but I think Arsenal will also be in the top 8. I think Chelsea will be there as well. Juventus, I tip them to make it. Bayern Munich as well. I'm left with one more. I want to go in for an outside chance. So maybe Benfica. I'm going to go in for Benfica to complete the top 8.
That's a surprising one.
Do you know why I mentioned City? The signing of Donnarumma alone is top notch, and he knows the Champions League very well. He has been in the PSG. He knows Europe so well, and he's a shot stopper.
I think
so. He alone just makes.
I think if there's an outside shot like to surprise,
I'll think Napoli.
same.
Anyways, it remains to be seen. And you guys out there as well, we'll be glad when you join us in our comment section, and also let us know what you think as far as the UEFA Champions League is concerned. And more importantly, the first round of matches.
But Kevin De Bruyne will be going to City.
Yeah,
he'll be going to Manchester.
It's a return.
Yeah, return for Kevin De Bruyne.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Match day one.
It's not, well, let me say ex-enemies too are coming. McTominay and the part-time wrestler.
As for Nana Kwame, when I leave him, he will not leave this place. Many thanks to you, Kwabna. Many thanks to you, Nana Kwame, for doing this with me. As always, guys, don't forget to go on our YouTube channel and subscribe to our channel. Let a friend know about us. Spread the news about Varumon Westman Studios. Until we meet again on European Nights, take good care of yourselves and be good.